What is up, guys? Okay. So, sorry about that. So, what we're gonna do is switch to costume. Shotgun. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make this loop real quick. Zoom in. Switch to costume. First, grab an erase saw. Switch the costume to shotgun. So switch the costume to shotgun. And then, what we're gonna do, we're gonna stamp and switch to costume. And then switch back to costume. Inventory. And stamp the rest. Stamp, 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 and stamp. This will simply make one, but as you can see, it doesn't do anything. And that is because we haven't actually made it so that we spawn in our regular exposition. So we'll just add this and ties at the beginning, and then change X by 32, and then 32, 32. Oh, I have to put X. Change X by 32, 32, and 32. There. Now, if we start this loop, as you can see, it makes one thing in our inventory. But if we do not have the shotgun, we'll have to add a bunch of F checks if we have a different gun. But we'll handle that when we add different guns, like I said. Input. We're going to use our variable input for each slot that we have. So one slot is being done. So we're just going to add thing to it. Just add thing. So, let's just add base. Let's just name it base. Delete it. And then add base. Add base. Now when we use the script, we add base. And then now, we can keep adding base. And then if we want a shotgun, if we get another shotgun, then what you need to do is just switch to the costume. So now if we use the script, we have this. Now we need to duplicate the inventory. Put it right back after. And switch to costume inventory. And then use it. As you can see, we have two. So yeah. Alright, so we should only use a script. We should do F. And then we should only do it, of course, if we get the gun. So we're not going to do it yet. So if we get the gun, Oh yeah, I forgot. Go to the front layer. The very front. We do it. So what we're gonna do is go forward 99,999. So 4 nines basically. And right before we stamp, we should do it. Now we should go always front. No. No. So click onto the inventory. Now if we use this S, then use it. Doesn't do anything until something happens. So make a variable, and then you're gonna want to name this variable. What should we name this variable? Can add to invent. Just gonna do invent for inventory. Then make this for all sprites. We can hide our west, and we can hide these 2 other variables. We'll show this one though. As you can see, we're off to a great start. We have this, we have pickaxe, and we have a gun that we can grab. It is kind of laggy, but it's very smooth scrolling. I love the scrolling. And again, you can change these values just like the last, like in the second video. I really love the scrolling. It's nice and smooth. So, yeah. And then again, we have this jewel, of course. Very cool. So, we're just gonna put half of one just like we did before. And it goes up to 9. To make everything go up to 9 and -9, yes. So we have all these different values, and it just was everything we've made here. Click onto the gun sprint. The shotgun. Or I mean SWAT gun. SWAT gun. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to... So when we get it, we're going to click onto the player actually. And when we get it, which is right here in the script, we're just going to use the broadcast and get guns equals to now. And then can add inventory. We can add to inventory. But now we're just going to set it to now. If we can't add to inventory, which we're not adding to the inventory yet, so there. Click onto inventory. And just grab an F equal to yes. And inventory. It's not equal to yes right now. Now, if I get it, if I just get the gun, I'm looking for it right now. Right here. Now, if I get it, it's equal to yes. Now, we can add the gun. Just add forever to this. If you want to add different guns, you can just add different guns all you want. You just need to rearrange these stuff over here, make a whole other thing. So, yeah. That's all you need to do. And we'll figure that out later in future videos. But now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure you can drop the gun. So, if we wanted to drop the gun, we would have to just do add to inventory. We'll have to change that to no. We'll have to change everything, basically everything. Like we would have to change this to something else. We would have to change all of this to make it so that everything is stopped. Yeah, that's pretty much all we need to do, which is a lot. So, the player is the controller of scrolling and movement. We already know that. So as you can see, we have this nice smooth game. As you can see, it's pretty smooth. If I grab it, we have the gun. And the only reason it looks pixely like that is because we're using pen. So looks nice and pixely, which I think that's pretty good, but you could just change everything to clones. But I like pen extension, so yeah, we could shoot bullets. So yeah. Now have fun playing your game. And so we're not done yet. So, we're going to click onto the bullet spread. What we want to do is move an extra 2 steps in the bullet spread, so that we can always spawn where we want to. So, I thought I had the gun. There is a glitch here where I don't have the gun, but you just have to click on the green, double click onto the green flag and it should work. Okay, now click onto the bullets. We're gonna move for 5, I think. That should be good. An extra 5 steps. No. Maybe an extra 10 steps. Okay, an extra 100 steps. Just to test if it's actually working. Grab the gun. Yes, it is working, but it's moving sideways for some reason. We'll point towards first, then do it. But yes, it is working. It is currently working. I'll set this to 50. It looks like it's coming out a little. Okay, just a little less. Right, there we go. 35 is perfect. As you can see, we have bullets that work perfectly. And then now, yeah. So now let's make it so you can, of course, drop the gun. Because I'm really loving this game that we've made. I'm just loving it so much right now. This game has turned out really good. But there's one thing that I haven't noticed. Now I do. So if I go over here, it's really laggy, the game. So if I go over here, this actually moves. The gun swap. It actually moves. The swap gun. It actually moves a little bit when we scroll. In the same exact way where the level, where the player is. See? Let's fix that real quick. Click onto the gun. I mean the SWAT gun. We can actually use a broadcasting stat for this. And we're just going to broadcast a message. scroll. Put it in there. And scroll. And there, it doesn't do it anymore. Bug is fixed. Let's just grab the gun. There. So yeah, this game is actually pretty cool, and I'm really enjoying the game so much. So now what we're gonna do is we're just going to click onto the inventory. And if you want to get something else, sure, I can make that soon. But what were we gonna do? Oh yeah, dropping the gun. So we're gonna make it so you can drop the gun. So click onto gun and click onto SWAT gun. This is where we use the can add to inventory. Where if we can add the inventory, then we'll add it to inventory. If it's set to now, then we should delete it out of inventory. First, we need to make it so it will be deleted out of the inventory, so we can get that out of the way. Duplicate this, and then if equal to now, then we should delete one of base. So delete one of base. Go click on back onto inventory. Delete one of base. Delete all. Delete the SWAT shotgun. Hey, I forgot. It's supposed to be a assault rifle. I'll just keep it shotgun. And then just switch straight to inventory. Okay. There we go. So now, if I grab it, and if it's set to now, then if I click on, if I set add inventory to now, then it'll simply get out the inventory, which is good. Now we need to make it so that you can't hold this anymore. So what we're gonna do is instead of gun 1, we're gonna make a new broadcast. And we're gonna name this broadcast. What should we name it? We're gonna name this unequipped. So I'm just gonna name this drop. We'll put it in there. Now, if we press Q, then it should drop. That's what we're trying to go for here. I'm gonna just click onto the backdrop real quick and do that. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're just going to click onto gun. When I receive drop, we're gonna hide. And we're gonna stop at our scripts and sprint. Just at the top right before we hide. And then after, we'll simply go to player. Alright, there we go. Now, this we don't have to go to the player. Then click onto SWAT gun. And when I receive drop, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to player. We're gonna show, and we're gonna use scroll, which scroll never ends. So yeah. Now this should work. From right. Just grab this. And then now, what's this drop? Use broadcast drop. Yes, it dropped again. But it doesn't stop this switch. We just need to do that. Just need to add it inside of here. And there we go. So, now if I grab the assault rifle, let me just grab it. And then now, if I drop, we shouldn't have it in our inventory. And we should go to the player and delete ourselves. Good. Now we should be able to grab it again. Yes, and then now we need to make it so that we can drop it. Which will just make that real quick. F. And then if touching assault rifle or gun. And the Q key pressed. So sun Q key. And then we're just going to use drop. So if you're wondering what the game looks like with just no spray, this is what the game actually looks like. Like you're literally just a box. You're literally a box. So if you're wondering what the game looks like, it looks like this. When you're a box, this is what it looks like. Yeah, and your player doesn't rotate either. Like because we put don't rotate. Now we have an assault rifle and we can simply shoot with it. But this is what the game looks like without the player. So it's just literally a box. But I do like our player sprite, so just add that back in. It does make the game laggy with the player sprite, so I wouldn't recommend it. Not really. We do want to hide the gun though, like when we're in the air. So we need to know if we're in the air or not. So 1 receive costume, 2 then hide. If when I receive costume 1, then show. Now, as you can see when we drop, grab the shotgun. If I go in here, as you can see, we don't show. And if we land, as you can see, we also don't show, which is not good. So, costume 1 should be this. If get gun is equal to yes. What is get gun then? I forgot what it is. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. It is set to no. Right now. And we should set it to yes. So the get gun, we should set it to yes. We should set the get gun to yes. Yeah, we shouldn't show either, so instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do if equal to, then make another variable inside of the pointer spread and do glider. So what we're just gonna do is we're just gonna name, instead of glider, what we're gonna do is we're just going to do, what should we name it? Hide costume. And then have it for all sprites. Okay, so what hide costume is gonna do is we're basically just hiding the costume. Sorry that there's a lot of variables, so it's probably complicated for you to look for it, but that. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to use the thing. So if we're in the air, so when I receive costume 1, that means we're regular. I think, yeah, it means that we're regular. So when I receive costume 1, that should mean that we're regular. So that should mean we should set the hide costume to no, because we shouldn't hide it. But if we're at costume 2, set it to yes. We should hide the costume. Whatever costume we have in our hand, of course. Click on to gun. Grab an if else. And then if hide costume is equal to yes, then show. But if it is not, then hide. But if it is not, then we show. If it is not equal to yes. So now, if we grab the gun, if we go in here, as you can see, set to yes, but now it's set to no. Now, as you see, we don't have our gun, even though it is clearly set to no. That's because we have this right here. Now hide costume is equal to no right now. If I get the gun, jump, and as you can see, we don't have it right now. Now it's set. It's not set to no. For some reason, it's not saying back to no. If we're at this costume. So instead of using a whole broadcast, just put it inside of here so everything works. Now if I jump, we should have our gun back. And just click onto the green flag. I might need to get a little closer, maybe. Jump, grab it. Okay, so as you can see, we're in the air. Should I get it back? No. Okay. So we need to fix this bug. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to put it in here. And now to see if it works, let's just grab our assault. And then now if I jump, make it go down, we have it back. Yes, okay. Bug fixed. Make sure it's fixed by jumping again. Yes, okay. It's fixed. So if you're doing the code right, it should be fixed. Okay. So now that that's done, we should just, yeah, okay. So if we grab the gun, as you can see, and then if we jump, we don't have the gun. It just looks better. It just honestly looks better. I don't know about you, but it just looks better. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell if you want more videos like this one.